Awesome! Welcome back on my channel to another episode, another lesson here with me. If you're here and you enjoy this content, then I kindly ask you to subscribe and hit the bell button. That way you're gonna get notifications when I come out with a new video. So today, I wanna make this very, very simple. You know, you hear people talk about modes and about the Mixolydian modes, you know, I hear all kind of names. Now this groove here is not major minor kind of groove, it has a Mixolydian color. But today I just want to show you 3 or 4 simple ways how you can play over a groove like that in practical reality without even having to think about modal colors or scales or all that stuff, but just play intuitively. And if you stick around until the end, I'm also gonna give you a little summary sheet that is gonna help you to structure the way you can practice over backing track. Because so often, you know, people play over backing track and they just noodle around and don't really know what to do. If that is you, then you come to the right place today. All right, let's get started. So the first thing I wanna do is just wanna make you aware of the chords that we're actually playing here, yeah? So in this jam track, we're in the key of C, and the chords are C, B flat, and that's the flat 7 major chord, and that gives us that Mixolydian bluesy kind of sound. Yeah, think of like You Really Got Me. You know, stuff like that, that has that kind of bluesy kind of touch, yeah? So then we got the F chord here. That's the 4 chord, yeah? So we got just these 3 chords. So the first thing for us is just to kind of localize these chords and maybe play them in a musical way. And already like that, we can already sound very musical, even by just playing these simple triads here, yeah? I'm gonna show it to you. So. Do you see how musical that sounds? So that's already like a rhythm part that has a little bit of a melody in it, yeah? So in general, always pay attention to your voice leading and the way your top line connects. Yeah? The top line is the highest pitch. You always want to make sure that you have a nice melody going on. Let me show you what that sounds like. So you might have noticed that there came a time where I wasn't just playing the plain triads, but I was kind of playing some embellishments, some ornaments. That's already our number 2. It's what I call the Hendrix chordal style. And it can be very, very sophisticated. Think of a song like Little Wing, but it can also be very, very simple and straightforward. And that's when you just take the triad shape and then you just ornament that just a little bit. If you want a full lesson on how to play this chordal style, and I want you to check out my 3 Secrets Hendrix class that has a transcription in it, and it will teach you just more precisely on where to put your fingers if you can't hear it in this lesson. All right, so let's try to apply this. We're just gonna follow the chords here. So I'm just gonna play. So what we can do here is we can go chromatically down to that B flat and just play the same lick here on the B flat, because that's our chord. And then when the F hits, we just elegantly roll over to the F. So we just and then then we're just gonna gently hit that C chord here. Can you already tell how melodic this flow is? And this is not a rhythm part anymore, but this is actually a lead part. Yeah? Let's give it a try. Yeah, of course, in practical reality, you're just not going to play this chordal style by itself, but you're going to mix it with some bluesy phrases, some A minor blues phrases to be specific. So we're not going to think in C major too much, which is a problem for most guitar players anyhow, but we're just going to think in A minor and going to play some A minor or C major pentatonic blues licks, which are going to add a good flavor. Yeah? It's going to be... They're going to add a nice bluesy major flavor. And that's exactly what we're looking for. So I'm going to mix this with the chordal approach that I just demonstrated. Let's go. So you see how much fun this really is when you just have those elements and you can have them flow together and just be a little playful with it. Don't take it too academic. That's where the real music is at. And that's where scales can never compete, because if you just learn the scales, you know, you need to spend so much time learning the Mixolydian scale and all that, and to defragment that and actually put this again into nice licks. Of course you can think like that, but why do you want to take this huge detour when you can just land in the right spots much quicker? All right, so on this last take that I was playing, I was already hinting at the next thing that I want to show you. And the next thing is actually something that's in theory even wrong. The scholars here watching this channel, they're going to tell me this is wrong. Well, it's not wrong, because so many do it and it's actually a tradition. And that's the tradition of the blues. The blues is not harmonically and melodically logical in our Western music. But that's probably why it's so interesting for us, because it steps out of the box and is a little more unpredictable. So I'm going to use the blues approach, which means playing something that's close to a C minor sound, but a little more bluesy in phrasing. So, you know, I'm going to play like... I'm going to play phrases like that and stick them in at the 4 chord, yeah? At the F chord. And then I'm going to try to resolve back to the C. And resolve back especially from that C minor, which is the minor third. That's the one note that I need to hear. Yeah? That's the one note here. That's the sound that you want to be able to hear. And we're going to switch that back to that sweet major sound, yeah? Over the C major chord. Yeah? Make sense? Let's give it a try. All right. So that really changes the game, right? Things suddenly get more bluesy, more swampy, more expressive. And you noticed maybe that at the very end, I went against my own rule and I started playing the C minor over the C chord as well. So how does that work? How can you play C minor over a C major chord? Yeah? Again, the theory nerds gonna tell me, wrong chord, Ulrich, but it works. So I want to tell you or confirm with you that you can indeed play C minor blues over this whole progression, even though it's in major. And that's just because of the bluesy nature and mood of the Mixolydian. So it's gonna just blend in just perfectly. The thing just is, if all you know is the C minor pentatonic, you're not gonna sound very interesting, very melodic. Yeah? So the trick is to have both layers, or actually the three layers that we talked about really today. And that's the triad layer, the chordal style layer, and then the bluesy layer. And you have those three and you mix them all together into an organic, intuitive style. How about that? You want to try that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play just first progression in just C minor blues. And then I'm going to start landing on the third on that C major chord. And then I'm going to take it from there, and then probably at some point I'm going to stop teaching and just start playing and just lean into it and just let it fly. All right? Let's give it a try. I'm gonna land on the major third. Minor. Major. I hope this lesson could inspire you a little bit. You know, I always feel that when I'm teaching, I'm not fully playing, but I'm kind of thinking more than I usually would. So take this as a little caveat that I'm trying to demonstrate certain things. When you're really in the zone and you're really just letting loose, then this will be even better. But I think already now you can hear the potential of mixing these different layers over a backing track like that. That is just way more powerful than just noodling the same old licks over and over again. Now, if you want to learn how to do this not only over this backing track, but instead have concepts and tools of where you always know what to do, no matter what the backing track is, you always have your set of tools in your toolbox to improvise. If that is you, then I want to invite you to click on the link below here and fill out an application for my TGT Inner Circle. I'm always looking for few hungry students that want to master this and not only watch YouTube videos, but be mentored by me in person. That's not going to be for everyone, and I don't work with beginners, but if you are fired up to play like this, then what better way than to reach out to me directly? And let's have a chat. Let's see how I can make you play at your fullest potential. Awesome. I'm going to be jamming a little bit more here, and I will see you either in person or on the next YouTube lesson.